power, culture, and intrigue. But where did it all begin? How did this quiet coastal settlement become a bustling hub of influence in the ancient world? To understand Pompeii's rise, we have to travel back nearly 800 years before the infamous eruption, to a time when the city was merely a modest town. Situated on a strategic bend of the Sarno River, Pompeii had one key advantage: its location. In the early days, Pompeii was a crossroads between the Greek colonies along the coast north, and trade brought wealth. But Pompeii's story really began with the arrival of a powerful new neighbor, the Samnites. The Samnites, a fierce and independent people from the mountains, conquered Pompeii around the 5th century BC. Under their rule, the city transformed. The Samnites weren't just warriors, they were builders, and they had grand plans for Pompeii. As Pompeii grew, it became more than just a fortified town. It turned into a beacon of culture. The Samnites laid the foundations for many of Pompeii's public spaces, the places where its people would gather, trade, worship, and debate. By the 4th century BC, Pompeii had evolved into a true city-state. Its proximity to the sea allowed it to thrive as a maritime trading post. Ships from Greece, Egypt, and across the Mediterranean docked at Pompeii's shores, bringing exotic goods, new ideas at Pompeii's shores, and most importantly, connections to the wider ancient world. Pompeii's strategic location also meant it was often caught in the middle of larger regional conflicts. But instead of suffering, Pompeii adapted. It formed alliances when necessary, strengthened its defenses, and played a delicate political game to ensure its survival and prosperity. Over time, as the Greek influence in the region grew stronger, so too did Pompeii's cultural identity. Greek art, religion, and architecture began to blend with the local Samnite traditions. Temples were built, theaters were constructed, and the city itself began to reflect the beauty and complexity of the wider Mediterranean world. Imagine walking through Pompeii's streets at this time. The scent of fresh bread from the ovens, the sounds of merchants haggling in the marketplace, the sight of grand villas belonging to Pompeii's wealthiest citizens. The city was alive, thriving, and full of potential. But this is just the beginning of Pompeii's story. A city that was once a quiet settlement had now transformed into a rising star in the ancient world. But with power and influence comes danger. In the next episode, we'll explore how Pompeii continued to grow and face challenges from a new power, the Roman Republic. How would Pompeii navigate the rise of one of the greatest empires in history? Join us next time as we delve deeper into the history of Pompeii, the city on the brink of greatness and destruction. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest historical explorations.